the ever-present threat of Islam. That is something that we had to face again last year. We're going to have to face it again this year. The Boston bombing was a horrific terrorist act committed by two devout Muslim young men, the Tsarnaev brothers. 3 people dead, some 250 injured. That clearly was the big story, but the stories behind and underneath that story, in some ways, are far more critical. Number one, with all the spying that the NSA and the FBI and the CIA and every other alphabet soup spy agency is doing on us, with all the spying that they're committing, they missed these guys. They missed them. And to make matters even more reprehensible, Russia warned the US government about the older brother. And they are spending all these resources to gather data, spy on innocent American people. Millions, tens of millions of American people. But they did not use the legal apparatus at their disposal to follow 2 young men that were painstakingly planning this horrific act. That's one issue. Another issue is that these were homegrown terrorists. And by that, what I mean is they were not going to secret Al-Qaeda meetings here in the United States of America. They weren't going to one of the training camps that are rumored to exist in various states up in the mountains where you can hear the rapid fire of AK-47s. They were reading the words of Sayyid Qutb and other devout Muslims who simply explained that if a devout Muslim is going to follow in the footsteps of Muhammad, the founder of Islam, well, then they should follow his example. And Muhammad terrorized people, beheaded people, used fear, abject fear, to convert people. He had people killed. He ordered them murdered for simply singing satirical songs about him. Okay? So, what we learned, again, from the Boston bombing is that Islam is not a peaceful religion. The word Islam actually means submission. Dar al-Islam, Dar al-Harb. The house of surrender, the house of war. That is Islamic philosophy. And since this is an infidel nation, a devout Muslim who knows Islamic theology and Islamic history could look at us as a target. And they can use their primary evangelistic weapon, the sword, to put terror in the hearts of Americans and to cajole them to come into the Islamic fold, to submit to Sharia law, to suppress the freedoms that are inherent to the Judeo-Christian philosophy of law and society, and to become a beacon of hope for Mecca and Medina. I encourage you, get the book, The Life of the Prophet Muhammad. Read it by Ibn Ishaq. It is a revered historical work written within 150 years of the death of Muhammad. Devout Muslims love this book. Read the book. See for yourself who their heroes are, what they believe, how the sword was used to plant Islam and then get it to spread. And then you'll understand that there will never be peace on earth as long as devout Muslims are trying to get us to all bow to Mecca.